Take it away, Steve.
Okay, good morning and happy new year to everyone on this cool and crisp day around the nation. It's a little chilly here in Houston as well today, so we're down there in the low 40s actually this morning. In some places it was in the upper 30s, so a little surprise this morning for us here. And but it's supposed to warm up, and we're supposed to get rain tomorrow, right, Mary?
Yep.
You get some rain tomorrow, and move through on this, but hope everyone had a wonderful holiday season and a great break and refreshed and recharged and ready to go for 2022, right? And yeah, I'm sitting here as you heard Nelson say, I'm actually getting prepared today and over the weekend for a seminar called Digital Marketing Done Simple, um, Affordable, and Efficient. And it will be a three-part series for the small business development centers in Galveston County and Southeast Harris County over the next couple months. And looking forward to getting feedback on that. I'm actually using NowSite, the platform, to for the presentation tools and the resource materials and everything else, so people can actually see the platform in action and how it works. And just excited about everything that's going on. Had a great week already this week, even though I did have my eyeball lens extracted and an artificial one put in, and everything's back to normal. And I saw the doctor yesterday, and he says I'm good to go for 3 weeks, and then will fit me for some new glasses if I even need them. So that's gonna be cool right now. So I'm wearing the glasses for two reasons this morning. One is for the blue blocker, to rest my eyes because I'm not actually supposed to be on the computer yet to do that. And then the other one is, it just so I can see. If you see me squinting, it's because I have to. My lenses don't work anymore in my left eye. They're all whacked out now. So I actually went from 2070 in my left eye to 2020 with a lens change. So I'm really excited about that. That means
That's
that
funny. You don't look any different from here.
I know, but it's so good now. I mean, it's so fun. It's like when you actually when I look out, watching things are outside. It's like it's just amazing because I've worn glasses for so long for distance, and I I was coming home and I could read everything on the billboards. I could read all the signs. I could read everything. It all was in focus. It was really nice. So
When you open your eyes, you can see the clock in the morning.
exactly, which is cool, right?
For us glasses wearers, it's kindergarten. I mean, we don't know what that
Right,
feels like, but
right,
I hear that's a sign.
right. So,
Anyway,
yep. So, lots going on. Mary's going to jump into. We got a great promotion going on right now. Full commission promotion. We got some new things that are coming up on the horizon with the AI We Care team. Mary and I are going back in the recording studio next weekend. We're going to record a couple more videos and put them on the site, some how-to videos and some different things. And so you guys have access to that stuff and a bunch of other stuff. I'm not going to steal Mary's thunder, so Mary, go ahead and take it from there.
all right. Well, happy 2022. Let's make this the best year ever. Okay. We've had our struggles for the last 2 years. We've gone through some growing pains with NowSite, but now that we've got the foundation and their commitment, they're going to go back and work on the little stuff that makes this platform even better. Understand, we know we still have some challenges. Okay, that's one reason that we meet, and so we can discuss whatever else is happening, so that if you're struggling with something, you're not struggling alone. You reach out to Steve or I, we get involved, we help it go along a little easier, and sometimes that doesn't work, but you have a better chance with one of us trying to help you do something than not. So welcome everybody to the team. I would like, and we would like to ask you, please use the team site for your first information. If you want to go to NowSite and figure out where all their stuff is put over there, that's great. We love that too. But we've also developed our team page so that y'all can be part of what's happening now. So for commission earning affiliates, when they post the meeting, I'll post it. When they post the Google Doc, I'll post it on the team page. You don't have to search your emails to go find that. All right, so it will always be in that month's information. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. So anything that is above the fold, and this picture is what I consider the fold, is going to be your hot topic information that you absolutely need to know. If you did not get the email last night, the moment that we send the email out, we also post it on the team page. So if you don't want to go search your emails to find out what's happening on Friday, Thursday night, we will post what is going to happen. Okay, so the same copied email is going to appear in the team section under that month. Okay, so you can find us here on the team page. You can log into Steve's Zoom room. You can log into mine. Okay, we also have the instantcash.now.site landing page that you can also click from. And this is where, did they change it up on me? Yes, they did. Hold on a second. Somebody hijacked that link. One moment. It's not that one. It's not that one. Here is the instant money. Okay, and that should have been that link. Start your 2022 good. If you want to earn the cash bonus right now, go out and sponsor somebody. When you sponsor somebody for a monthly subscription, NowSite within 24 hours puts $47 into your PayPal account. You can also sponsor somebody for an annual subscription and you get $100 within the next 24 hours to your PayPal account. This is in addition to the funds that you're going to get on your commission check on the 15th of next month. For those of you that are doing this for a side hustle and side income, the very first thing that you want to know when you do something is it duplicatable and can I earn money now? And that is what this cash bonus is all about. Now, NowSite's giving away $100,000, which is about approximately, because some are 47, some are 100, that's $100,000 that NowSite's giving away in cash around the world. Now, once that 100,000 is gone to the field, they're going to stop this promotion. So if you have somebody on your list that you want to show NowSite to, today is a great day to show it to them. Okay. If you have somebody who would like to go out and recruit and have a bunch of team members join them today, it is a very good day to invite somebody that has a group, because they're your number ones. Those people are their number twos. Okay. So you both earn money today. You earn by signing them up. They earn by signing their team up. Okay. How to recruit, how to watch a live demo. Okay. This is Dutch Texan's page, and he does a lot of promos so that we can all share in what he's done out here. So I love using some of Dutch Texan's information. He made a great page on this. Okay, so just understand this is Dutch Texans. If somebody fills in their information, it'll go to Mark Wiegers in Dallas. However, the information on this page is still relevant and usable. So if you want to share it, you can. Also understand the live demo is from Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 EST. You can take anybody to that Zoom room. You can send anybody to that Zoom room. Send them with your affiliate link, okay? All they need to know is what's after the equal sign. So I'm going to pick on Carl Hill. His is chill, okay? Mine is MS Bird. So with that, that's all you're going to have to tell them. Hey, when they add, and when you're ready to sign up, okay, if you see what I think you're going to see in this 5-minute presentation, which is just networking, how fast is it to get a prospect? They'll ask you what my link is. You just give this to them. They're going to go ahead and sign you up. Okay. It's a seamless, easy process to get somebody signed up on networking. So even if you have a 9-to-5 job, even if you're doing something else, which is your part A, plan A, You can still send people here. You can still send people to myself or Steve. We'll do a walkthrough presentation for them and we'll get them signed up. Okay, it's really simple once you put the tools into practice so that it's just second nature. Okay, the other thing back here on the team page, I want you to all know, I keep pushing this because I keep getting people saying after the call, I'm going to send that to you. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do it. I'm going to get in the directory this week. Please, y'all, I'm just asking. There's over 439 people in the team. If you have a specialty, if you have something that you would like to see, other people consider you an expert in that field. That is what this directory is for. Steve and I get a lot of knowledge of who's in the team, and we also can put relationships together and help support each one in your primary business. That's what this team directory is for. Okay. I had somebody who just said, hey, I just upped and moved to Denver. And I went, all the people that I have in real estate, all the people that we could have had somebody help you that is family to do something with. Okay. But they told me after the fact. So I couldn't give a referral. I couldn't say, hey, you know what? I got a lot of great friends there. They'll be glad to help you out. I'm sure. Am I right? Okay. I'm not seeing a bunch of nodding heads, but that's okay. Okay. I got nodding heads. So that's what this directory is designed for. So please give me, what primary business do you want to talk about? Okay. Steve's business planning, financial performance, media. Go through this. If you're looking for somebody, okay, who needs to reach out and be connected to somebody. I didn't know Linda was part of the board of directors of Goodwill. Okay. So, and she does a prison ministry volunteer. So there are a lot of things that are not on the surface of what you're doing on your marketing page that could help somebody else. Okay. And that's what I've really want to focus on this page. Now, how do you make this little page? You go to you and open a brand new website. The only thing you're going to drag and drop over there is the About You section. Fill it out, share the page with me. I will then download the page, copy it and paste it in here with whatever your primary design, insurance, brand name that you want to focus under. Okay. So this is a way to help other people that are across the world. We have some people in France. We have some people in Hawaii. We are coast to coast, Florida to California. Okay. So there's not a reason why we can't fill more people up here in the directory. Okay. I thought everybody would jump on the board with the directory and everybody likes the idea, but they're skeptical. Okay. So I hope I've satisfied some of the questions about this. This is not a recruiting platform. This is not for you to recruit them into something else. This is to help you with whatever you're having a problem with or struggling with. Does that make sense? Thumbs up. Okay. So when you want to go to an expert, come here for the directory first. As a matter of fact, when I was in Dallas, we were talking about having a Now site directory, and they are not sure how to put it all together. So they're going to take some cues from this directory and see how well it goes. So I'm kind of the pilot program, or we all are, for Now site to put a directory up so that we can each help each other. Now, other Now site people on Facebook, you'll see running different ads, different posts, and trying to get you to join with them. That's not what this is. This is how can we all help each other in the Now site community. It's a little bit different than any other business opportunity I've ever been a part of, with maybe a little exception of a small group in Mary Kay. Okay.
Mary, you know what? You know, might be a good idea when we shoot those videos next weekend is we just do a real quick one on how to do this. You know,
We
so
can do that.
in case you're hesitant, we can go ahead and show you. You can see step by step, and you can just go ahead and send it over. Especially like a lot of people don't realize. You know, remember I was one of them on how to share things in the system,
Mhm.
and so we can show you how to do that as well.
Okay. All right. See the videos on page 2, what Steve's just now talking about, okay? On the team page, we have a page up here, directory, then videos, okay? We put these here because y'all have asked for them, okay? These are small tidbits. Now, it's Versus Now site, which is go here, fill in this. We're giving you ideas and suggestions. If you like the way I teach and you like the way I'm doing one-on-one with you, you'll enjoy these videos, okay? It gets you to think outside of what your normal, I can only use this pen to write with. I can't use it to point with, okay? So it gives you some feedback and some food for thought, okay? Yes, there's a corporate video down here at the very bottom on networking. Okay, so I'm going to still put some corporate videos down here, but you also have that on your platform. And if you're not sure where that is, you see where the question mark is. Whoops, don't save. Use, where'd my question mark go? There it is, it's highlighted. Here are your walkthrough videos on everything corporate has already done. Now, the only thing on here that I did not like is it does not put a check mark when you've gone through something. So if you want to go through here on websites, take a note and write how many websites there are and check them off so you can count down when you go back to the next one, because it does not roll to the next one. Okay. So use the information up here. The January information, this January is going to disappear. But this January information will stay up here. Okay, our tip section, hire us, our testimonials. Send us the testimonials as well as when you want to send for the directory. Okay, let other people know what your experience was. Okay, we've all heard Steve's. If I wasn't here to tell him how to take the stuff out of the IKEA box, Steve wouldn't be sitting here today.
No, I would have been long gone.
And go, what was that mess? But it's a good mess. Okay, so we've done the cash advance. I've done the Power of 5 graphic. There is one other thing I would like to see if y'all are interested in having. This Friday meeting, I know runs up against several other things in a work week. We are considering doing Tuesday night live at 6 p.m. Central. Okay, y'all ripple out that time effect and tell me if 6 p.m. Tuesday night would work for you. Now, we can still hold the Friday and we can still hold Tuesday, but we're trying to figure out how to get more engagement of the team to be part of something. So
yeah, and
let us.
The other thing we're going to incorporate too is a little bit more how-tos on stuff as they roll out. So we'll do like maybe about a quick 10-minute session in these sessions about, okay, it's been rolled out by corporate. This is what it is. Now this is how you can apply it and use it and do different things. So, you know, for the longest time after one of the videos we're going to be shooting next weekend is, you know, how to build a digital business card. Yeah. There's no place in the whole site shows you how to do that. You know, it's there and everything else, but unless you know how to do it. And right now, you know, the only person I've seen that's done a really good job at putting a video together is Leanne Lyons. Mm-hmm. And she's done a great job on that. And so, you know, we're going to go ahead and shoot one of those and show you how to do it, because there's 2 digital business cards. If you have the free version, this is what you can do with a digital business card. If you've got networking, this is what you can do with the digital business card. If you got the full package, then this is what you really can do with the digital business card. So it actually is another way to say, you know, this is another reason you really need to have marketing with networking.
Hey, Steve.
Both, yes.
That might be a good thing to prioritize to the top, because I think when you get people signed up and then you can give them something to interact on their phone right away, they can start seeing value right away, other than, you know, the semi clunkiness it takes to get started, even when you're trying to do everything right. But, you know, that I think that would be really strong.
Yep, I think so too. And that's why, Mary and I were talking about it yesterday and said there's a real need for it and doing
And,
that. So,
and
yeah,
we're
we're
not
gonna,
trying to make the two calls the same. We're trying to do a little creative. So if somebody has a project you're working on, whether it's an email campaign or something like that, we're going to leave 30 minutes at the end of that meeting to address anything that y'all have going on. And it's more of a workshop after that. Once we do the announcements and what's new, if somebody wants to drop off, they at least are caught up on what's going on Now Site and in the team. But if you want to stay and work on something as a project, we can do that.
and the same thing like how to integrate third-party software as well onto the site and how to really take advantage of code snippets and embedding code into the websites to really enhance and really make your website say wow.
So just as a show of hands, can I see how many people got the Gmail email last night that said about the call? Heath, Charlie, Carl? Okay. I want to make sure that that's going through because it was a brand new email last year. And I want to make sure that that's not hitting your spam folder either. So if it hits spam, let me know, and we need to do some interchanges back and forth. So send us an email. We'll send you one back for a couple of days so that Google knows that that's a trusted email account. And that's how you need to do that with any brand new email account that you're going to use for marketing. That's a good tip to do. So it may take you 3 or 4 weeks. It doesn't tell you, hey, Google says this is a good email. It just takes a series of doing that repeatedly. So that's one of the reasons we sent that out to everybody last night. Okay. I know we're at 11:25. Steve, what else you got?
One of the things is that we're going to record the seminars I'm doing. And so there will be, we'll look at editing those because I don't want anybody to sit there and watch 2 hours with a seminar. But I'm going to go through them, and if there's some really good stuff in there, then we're going to go ahead and edit that and put it up on the site. Because one of the things that's crucial for a lot of small businesses is before you even get into Now Site and use all the tools, is what's the necessary digital foundation for a business? What do you need? And Now Site provides a lot of that, but there's going to be people out there who don't know how to do that. But you know, a lot of people don't know how to set up a Facebook business page. A lot of people don't know how to set up a LinkedIn business page. A lot of people don't know how to set up their own YouTube or Vimeo channels and how to do that for their businesses. Um, you know, putting code, embedding code in there for different things, not only translators, but for cookies. You can embed stuff in your website for cookies, and you can gather information that way and do different things to help build your lists other than customer forms. So there's a lot of different things you can do. So we're going to look at a lot of the third-party apps. I mean, one of the reasons I really enjoy watching the Gem Junkies is because a lot of people share a lot of third-party data, especially like guys like the Dutch Texan, who are always coming up with stuff, that is kind of interesting and works real well. You know, um, stuff that we learn on the Tuesday night calls, Lisa. And sharing that kind of stuff like color palettes and stuff like that. So I mean, there's a world of stuff out there that people need to know, but what they need to understand is that it's not complex. That once you understand it, it's relatively simple. Once you understand how to apply it, it's relatively simple. And if you apply it on a regular basis and you really understand how to use the tools strategically, which is the key, is that you'll start zeroing in on that target market and you'll start building your brand, and then you'll create appeal within your market space that you need to really work with. So, it's a matter of, and what kind of investments you need to make in your business. So, for example, and people always hear me say this, if you don't want to do it for yourself, we can do it with you, or we can do it for you. But we would rather do it with you
Mhm.
and hire somebody in your business, in a small business, who can become that digital marketing coordinator. So we can teach them how to do it for you in your small to medium business. And that's a resource I think that's invaluable to do that, especially if you're, like an insurance agency or a real estate firm or something like that. You really need to have a digital marketing coordinator as part of your team, and and how to find them and where they are. Um, you know, as Lisa and I know, a person who's really invested in that is Leanne, and she has a VA out of the Philippines who does phenomenal work for her to help her grow her business. So it's something like even we as ourselves can use. So I've been really in researching VAs, and I've made a really good contact with a company that actually is a recruiter for VAs out of the Philippines, and they will custom provide candidates to you, and literally you can get someone for as little as $200 a month who speaks perfect English and will have usually advanced degrees. And
Are they willing to move to the United States, Steve? Because I'll take one. Two. I'll take two.
and I want to thank, and Bob Lawson's on the call. I want to thank Bob because Bob was the one who introduced me to this gentleman, and and we're going to make that information available to you guys. So if you want, somebody who can do that, Bob and I interviewed one this morning online, a gentleman, and the guy's first class. I mean, he has all the tools, knows exactly what to do. Had never seen the Nowsite platform before. We demoed it to him, and this is the kind of guy I know that within 3 to 4 hours of instruction, he's going to take it and run with it, and does stuff. So, I
Steve,
mean, yes, yeah, Bob.
may I make a comment? I got a
Sure.
text from him, this gentleman we had on there. He's, like Steve said, he's multi-degreed and 80 years of experience in multimedia. He says, it's hard not to see how comprehensive and user-friendly the platform is to use for a digital marketer with experience. So he's very positive on it.
Excellent, excellent. So, it's about helping people not only understand the software, we also have an obligation of having them teach them how to use the software to build their business and do that. So there is, I think that's a bigger task in 2022 that Mary and I are looking forward to, and working with our clients and our downline to help them grow their business as well by offering a multitude of services to get them trained. And like you said, you can do it. You can do it with us, or we can do it for you. I mean, there's only those three choices,
One,
and
two, or three.
1, 2, or 3, and and we're willing to help you on all three of those to help you with whatever you need.
And guys, I think that's a very important point. Just to show my age a little bit, going back to Microsoft 1, 2, 3 that merged into Excel. The first time you saw it, with all the different ways to kind of add, multiply, and put together, the various programs, a lot of people really never tried to get into it. But there were some really basic things that just about everyone could do. And once they got into the basic thing, they may have never wanted to go out and do the algorithms and put together a whole spreadsheet, but at least they knew how to make their job easier. And there were those who took that and took it further, and those that just paid for it. So I think if we can, just really kind of communicate what you just said, because most people may never want to even touch it and may never want to even get their hands dirty because they're too busy. But if we can find a way to make them feel very comfortable, that we can get them up and running, that they will have something very good and they can get more advanced on a lot of the apps and the plugins, etc. But early on, that just may be way too much for them to even comprehend.
But
so
if we can
I like that project.
right, if we can get,
process.
you're right, Carl. If we can build that basic digital foundation for them that gets them functional and gets them out there, and it starts building brand and awareness for their product or services, that's a home run in itself. Because, I mean, I go back to the study that I read about 6 months ago that was done by University of California, Berkeley, where um, they polled all the small businesses in California, and a small business in California is defined by 500 employees or less. And they found that over 67% of those businesses did not even have a website. I
Yep.
mean, you can't be in business today without a website. I mean, if you don't have a presence, you might as well have your website. And if you're not promoting it correctly, I say this all the time, your billboard, you might as well be a billboard in the desert.
You
Because,
can have a business without a website, just not a very good business.
no, and the same thing with,
Yeah.
and also Facebook and social media, and it goes up, but all those basic pieces need to be in place, and do stuff. And, one of the things that I've watched happen organically for me in my business is when I started with NowSite and with everything I'm doing, my company was on page 12 of almost all the search engines. Now, not only is my company, but if you look me up and put my name in, whether it's Bing, Yahoo, Google, I'm on page 1 on everything. And that's it. And I that's a direct result of all the SEO manipulation by using the NowSite platform and doing all the posting I'm doing on social media, all the websites I'm building, all the email I'm doing, all that stuff, all the articles I write and publish. It's all in that. So I mean, it's it can happen. And if you're past page 3, you don't exist. People are too lazy. They won't go past page 3. Unless page 1 is just full of ads, and then they'll go to page 2 and do that.
Steve, David had his hand up for a minute.
Oh, sure.
David, do you
David?
still have a question?
I have 1,000 questions, but
All right, pick your top one.
what you guys were talking about, is there a way to create a button to say, okay, I want more information? They'll send them a PDF.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
You can select in the drop-down box of any of the buttons, your NowSite URL, redirect to another landing page, download a PDF, download a video. Anything will go to that next page, and it's not necessarily just to a NowSite page. It could be to your Facebook page. It could be to a .com, .net, whatever. So yes, you can send them on to capture their information, to give them a coupon, to give them another landing page, to take them through the journey that you want them to take. And you can also build that schematic so you can choose A or B, and whichever one they choose takes them on a different journey. So one of the things that I'm working with Carl with later this afternoon, if he's still available, is a new book. And we'll do a storytelling, and it'll take them to another hint for the next book. So there's a lot of things that I've looked at, and I won't mention the book yet, but it's going to be pretty amazing, don't you think? You're
Coming
on
off
mute, Carl.
I do. I think it's going to be very amazing. Absolutely.
So when you bring a project to us and you want to talk about it and you want to say, how can this happen? You really have to do this in a team effect. Okay. Margaret dropped off, but Jacqueline's still on here. Okay. We worked on that health insurance page. Okay. So for all licensed agents, doesn't matter where they are, whether they were selling ACA or Medicare, that page became a dominant page, and it stood on its own. All you had to do was change a couple of things and it was yours. We're doing that for different industries. It just happens to be what my other hat is insurance. So that's where we started. So, and it's the time of the year, it's open enrollment. But those pages are not meant to be just for a season. They're meant to build on. we're getting back together and comparing notes to see what else needed to be on that page that we left off. But that was a 3 to 4 week process of building that page, because each one of us put our own design on it. Each one of us went to the nerds and got the nerds' opinion on it. Okay. So it takes a community to make that kind of strong page. Okay. So kudos to Jacqueline and Margaret, which she listens to the replay. That page lasted all through the AEP season. And I have several agents that are still calling me and saying, can I still get it? I said, not until we've perfected what we needed to change from last year. So understand that that's an ever evolving process. So if you have a niche that you want to work on, pull in the team members that you're part of so you can get other impressions, other ideas, color schemes, layouts. Everything is a moving piece. It's not just poof, here it is. Okay. It does take some massaging. It does take some rewording. It takes highlighting, changing the graphics, whatever that may be. It's an ongoing process. Okay. So think of it as a piece of artwork. It's not complete until it's absolutely got everything on it that somebody needs, and then still it can be changed. Okay. So get the information to your prospects that they need to know so they understand that you do know what you're talking about, and they can feel more comfortable in reading some of it. And you may put videos on there saying so they can get to feel how you talk, how you come across. Okay. They only buy from those that they know, like, and trust first. Yes, they're shopping strangers at some point, but they've got to have a level of confidence and trust with that person before they buy something. That's how I shop. How do y'all shop?
Yeah, you know, and it goes without saying that if you've got a colleague or a friend that you think could use NowSite, that please invite them to this call. Have them join us, you know, so they can see what's going on. And you know, and you know, if you don't feel comfortable enough, you know, doing the demo, there is that demo now that NowSite offers that's pretty good for networking. But
Nowsite.live.
yep, and if you want, you know, if you want the you know the full scale demonstration of the site or how things can be used, you know, and they don't have time, refer them to the AI We Care team page and just have them view a couple of videos. That'll give them a good idea of what the power is and what do it. As you heard Bob say this morning, even people who are in IT, when the first time they see NowSite, they're pretty darn impressed about the functionality of what it does and how much of a time saver it is, how you manage everything from one place and how that works. So, you know, and then of course, you know, we've always got us. You can call us and land on our landing pages. And when we've got the time, either Mary and I are free, we'll go ahead and do it for you guys. And we'd love for you to join us when we do it. And hopefully by watching, you can learn. So you can do it yourself. That's how I learned, watching Mary. You know, I said Mary and said, okay, let me take notes and move from there. So, and, you know, and then the other thing is to really understand the platform, you have to use it every day. You have to figure out what works and what doesn't. You know, and that's why I'm really interested in the advanced area now, which is code snippets and embedding code. You know, it sounds like, oh my God, code. No, it's, you know, most code is available to you by just hitting, if you hover over something and you want to copy it, all you just click the right part of your mouse and a little thing will come up and say embedded code. You click on that, copy it, bring it over, put it in the code snippet box, and bingo, guess what? It's on your website. It's that simple. It's not hard.
And a video coming to you in the near future.
Yep, we're gonna show you how to do that. So do things. Any other comments, questions? Anything else we can do? Anything else you'd like to see in upcoming team meetings?
Tell us. drop it in the chat, drop it to us in an email. If you send it back to the AI We Care now or AI We Care now site at Gmail, both Steve and I will see it. So drop it there, send it to text. Either one of us will compare notes.
Hey guys, I'm gonna have to leave, but a great collaboration, good questions, good summaries. I really do appreciate it.
Thanks,
Thank
Carl.
you
I'll call you
guys
later.
very much. Okay.
You're muted.
Rob, you're muted.
Got it. Hey, any luck on my roofing guy?
Stick around after this call, please.
Okay, I do have to bounce myself here real quick.
I'll call
but,
you.
Let's catch up on that. And
Okay.
my word to everyone, I've spent hundreds and hundreds of dollars not paying attention to my billing on NowSite. Because you get signed up for things when they launch them or whatever happens, right? Like I just had to take a look at mine. Steve and I were laughing about it. Well, not really laughing, but stay on top of those folks, because I bought creative packages that I never use, Creative Pro and different marketing things. So just, I came to the conclusion that that's just going to be a thing, because Mary and I talked about it last week. I was frustrated. It's just a thing that they're not going to be that good at, and it doesn't sound like it's a priority right now, right, Mary, as you were telling me. So do yourself a favor, because it's actually been hundreds of dollars over the last year and a half on different things, because I'm not good at detail. Just throwing that out there as far as paying attention to stuff like that. So do yourself
Rob,
a favor.
Hang on a second. Steve, can you stop the recording for a second,
Sure,
please?
absolutely.